You better believe we won't be denied. Okay, let's try that next little piece. Change the channel. Rule number 2, you gotta know the clock is on our side.
So the NFL schedule comes out in the middle of May. And the first thing we do as content creators is we kind of huddle around and figure out what cool moments there are. What jumps off the page? Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve.
So we all come together to try to figure out what could be something cool that connects with Christmas Eve. And Twas the Night Before Christmas is like
because it's literally the day before Christmas that we're playing this game. Yeah.
So presenting to the team that we write a chiefy version, maybe a grittier version of Twas the Night Before Christmas. The thought process was, could we have somebody really cool like Kansas City's favorite son, Tech N9ne, be the narrator of this thing? He comes in and he's like, what if we kind of took it to the next level? What if because I was like, look, I wanted to make it less Christmassy, like more street. And then we're like, look, we got to call Trav, we got to call Tech. So we sat in the room, we kind of figured out how we're going to do it. But I'm like, I don't want it to be like Disney and fun. I want it to be like edgy.
Yes.
And he's like, I got the...
We said PG-13.
PG-13, right?
You know
That's as far as we can get to rated R, right?
Yes.
Honestly, when you came to me and we started talking animation, there's a group that I've always wanted to use. I just haven't had the right time, and it's Twas. I heard about them a long time ago, but most recently they were doing like the Super Bowl animations, the one last year. So it's incredible. They do this amazing work. Knew about them a little bit, and it was like, let's make this call.
So I think if you're a Chiefs fan, you realize that this isn't the first time that Tech N9ne's made a Chiefs appearance, right? We were really lucky to work with Tech in the past, and most importantly, have a photo shoot with him. Did a great video last year with him, and he's just so easy to work with, so directable, and we got all these incredible images, and that's the stuff that I handed to you.
Right, and all I really needed was those images. We've worked with like many different freelancers, illustrators before, but I just hand over a couple to Twas, and then off they went. That's all they needed.
So when we sat down and we blocked this thing out in our wildest dreams, that's the nice thing about animation, is you can just basically do whatever you want. Tech sitting in almost some sort of like a Game of Thronesy large chair.
Right, that's going to show you the detail level but it's all going to be animated.
And
it's not cartoons. It's like real legit animation.
No.
I want to hear the beginning a bit again with that.
The elf?
Elf character.
Yes. Because you guys told me it was going to be a cartoon.
Yeah.
So I put this character at the beginning. It's like a intro. Picture an elf saying this intro, and then I come in rapping. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right.
Okay.
I like it.
All right.
Let's hear it.
All right, here we go. It's rough, but
Go.
I
I
just
love
did
it.
it.
When did he start doing this now?
I just did it. I just started like 30 minutes ago.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Everyone, gather around, so you all won't miss this wonderful gift that's about to begin right now.
'Twas the night before Christmas, and all seemed just fine. You thought it was Santa Claus,
But surprise, Tech N9ne!
and it ain't no secret.
It makes me think it's like an elf dressed in Chiefs clothing introducing it. You know what I'm saying? But
Calling all Chiefs fans! And he's just got your same pose, but he's got the mic in front of his face. That's when he's at a distance and you'll be able to see him. His green will pop at that point and you'll be able to see him a little bit better.
How do we transition these scenes? What do we see? How do we see it? We went down to the detail of like editing and making sure that Tech's eyebrow was perfectly right. It all had to fit with the overall aesthetic.
We talked about Andy Reid's mustache being like a center character. We talked about the snow globe being shaken and having big transitions happening. We talked about ghosts of Christmas past, angels with wings, and all kinds of cool things happening. All these cool things, and that's what we delivered to the guys at Twas.
Here we go. Last but not least, Chiefs Kingdom is one. So welcome one, welcome all. Casey, the fun has just begun.
I ran out of breath. Sorry, I didn't mean to say. Edit that out.
We got you.
All right, let's do it again.
Chiefs Kingdom is one. So welcome one, welcome all. Casey, the fun has just begun.
That's the one I want.
I don't think it's any surprise to people that something like this, I think the actual video itself is like 1 minute and 39 seconds, has taken something like 2 months, 3 months to physically create and 6 months in iteration, but it falls at a great time, and I think you put it best.
Yeah, this is really just like from us to you, it's our Christmas present to the kingdom.
Tech N9ne!
Gotta put the tag on it.
Calling all Chiefs fans. Everyone, gather around. So you all won't miss this wonderful gift that's about to begin right now.
'Twas the night before Christmas, and all seemed just fine. You thought I was Santa Claus, but surprise, Tech N9ne! And it ain't no sheep in here, cause we're wolves in Chiefs clothing. You won't know what hit you when that red and gold just keeps rolling. Better study hard, cause Andy Reid is coming to town with a twinkle of his stats, and that's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down! The fight to its own, the Maestro Mahomes, he stays willing and dealing. Shovel passes, no looks. Touchdown Chiefs! Oh, what a feeling. Don't forget the other side, because defense wins. Every time that there's a sack, an angel gets its the ghost of Christmas past. They're all here. Bell, Tomba, Nigerian nightmare, spreading holiday fear. Come on, let's go. Jingle bells are, but our decibels are unstoppable. When the Red Kingdom rocks red, a silent night is impossible. Before stepping in the house, it's a few things you should know. Just some ground rules from Tech to help you enjoy the show. Let's get it. First things first, there ain't no lead that we can't handle. Down 24, whenever no worries, just don't change that channel. Rule number 2, you gotta know the clock is on our side. Just 13 seconds, but you better believe we won't be denied. Here we go. Last but not least, Chiefs Kingdom is won. So welcome one, welcome all. KC, the fun has just begun. Tech N9ne.